the Country show here on YouTube and Facebook. I appreciate you stopping by today. And today we're going to be talking about something a little different than we talk about. And I'll zoom in a little closer in a minute. But what we going to be talking about, I'm answering a question that was posed to me. And it's a question that everybody at one time has stopped and thought about. And it's your frequency that you play in. And right now I got my guitar. I usually tune my guitar in what they call A440 or 440. Then 440 is the international standard for tuning. It was decided in 1930 something, I believe. But anyway, then there's another frequency that everybody's saying is more in tune to the universe. What is a frequency, you might ask? A frequency is basically the string vibrating. Alright, right now, believe it or not, you don't even know what frequency it is probably. But right now I've tuned my guitar down to 432, and I've got it wrote down, but I'm going to show y'all how to do that. 432 or 440, it don't matter. You know, they're both frequencies, but 432 is what some people believe is in tune with the earth, the pyramids, rocks, trees, birds, flowers, and all that. And I just don't know about all that because I can't hear a rock or the pyramids. I do hear the birds, you know, and our birds are funny. We got mockingbirds mostly, and out here on the highway we hear the state patrol cars chasing people, woo, 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 up and down the road. And all of our birds around here, the mockingbirds, when they sit in the tree, that's all they do all day long. Woo, 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 woo. They mocking the police department or the state patrol out here and all. So it's kind of funny. Now, I did hear one. There's an old mama cat we got, and she walked across the yard, and I guess she called her baby, but boy, she was wow, wow, real loud. And she'd look back, and little babies was following her, but she'd stop and go, wow. And they wasn't about 2 minutes later, there was a mockingbird right up in the tree, made the same noise, wow. And the old mama cat just looked up at her like, holy smoke, the bird's calling my babies, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, this guitar right now is tuned in a A432. That's tuned down. I never play in 432, but that's what we got. Don't you listen at it. Oh, and also, that's the frequency, by the way. The tuning is still open E, which is a E, B, E, G sharp, B, E. I put the tuning down there. But that's 440. And I'm playing an open E. Okay, that was 432. I'm going to retune in just a second, but I'm going to come over there closer to the camera where I can show y'all something. And I'll get a note ringing now. I got two. I'm going to pull you closer, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to pull the whole camera up back. All right, I got two, and I hope y'all can see this, and I don't know which is which, but let me switch it on. All right, two cameras. And if you look right up here, I hope you can see that. That's 432 hertz. All right, beep. See, it's trying to. All right, you see right there where it says. I'm gonna look at the other one in the back. It says calibrate, and you see them arrows right there. You see it says calibrate. You see them arrows. I can push these arrows up and down and change the frequency, and that's how you do that. And you can change the frequency. This is set in, let's see, this is set in 432, and I got two of them just alike. And I'm going to turn this one on. Now, if you look at this one, it's set in 440, and that's different tuning. Now, I can change these tunings. Matter of fact, the funny thing was, whenever Jack, that's who asking about this, when he mentioned this to me, I come back here first to play with these things, and I didn't realize it, but I've been here. I thought I had it set on 440, because that's what my band plays in. Everybody plays 440 standard tuning around here. But I checked my tuner, and I had made a mistake and tuned my guitars and everything up to 443. So I was a little higher pitch or higher in frequency than everybody else. Now, when you playing music, and let me put you back some, and I'm gonna try. Yeah, zoom in on the lap still. And when you're playing music, though, it's more important to me what key you're playing in, because we got some singers, and boy, I'm gonna move this. It seems to be in a dark spot there, or maybe it's just my screen. That's what it is. I'm gonna zoom it in a little more. All right. And we're still in the 432 hertz, excuse me, 432. I'll try to put the hertz up back. Now, all these people that's playing this ambient music with the canyon pedal, and I'll cut mine on, this is the frequencies they prefer, 432. Let's hear how it sounds with the canyon pedal, which gives you some trails. right in. That was with the canyon pedal, and I'm gonna cut it off. Now, I'm gonna take my tuner and find the one that's, all right, this is it. This is in 440. Now, I wanna demonstrate just how far off we really are on the see, it ain't that far. About, I'd call that a quarter way down. We're gonna go back up to 440 now, so y'all stand by. I may speed this part up if I can figure out how, just so you don't have to sit here and watch me tune up. We're back in tune to open E, but now we are at a higher frequency. Now this is in 440 hertz, 448. Let's turn the canyon pedal on just to give it an example of the same thing we just played in 432. Now we in 440 hertz, same tuning, open E. was in 440, same old tune. And now we have it. We now know how to tune up in either one. And if you got one of these chord tuners like this, or something similar that's got a calibration, I will tell you one of the handiest things about this tuner. And I don't know if y'all ever play in a gospel band or go to different churches. When you go in a church, anywhere, if you go in that church and you hit your middle C note, or you play a chord, you push that tuner on and you can play a note and hold that calibration thing down, and it'll calibrate for the frequency to that piano's tune. Because let me tell y'all something, and most people wonder why a lot of your new gospel groups carry their own keyboard when they got a nice piano there. Well, the main reason is no piano in none of these churches around here especially are tuned same, because some of them have to be tuned down. They're so old, if you took them up tighten the strings to a 440 A, most of them they'd fold in on itself or break. Cause I don't know if you've ever looked in a piano, but whoo, there's a lot of strings in there, 100 and something strings, and it's got a lot of pressure on that old brass backplate in that piano. Well, what this is just a demonstration of the two frequencies. Now, personally, Jack won't know which one I like. I like both of them. And you know, and I've watched several videos on this subject already. A lot of people say they tune down to 432 because it's a little bit lower frequency and their voice can sing better. Well, you know, you can also go down a key, like we do a lot of songs in D, and here's your E. D's right under, you know, and I'm going to say the most key that we hardly ever use is a F, and I'm talking about playing in the key of F, which would be like, and it'd be a B flat, and then a C, of course. I think we got one song we do in F. Most all the rest of them is either in a G, D, or C. Now, we use E a lot, which if I'm playing in E, I prefer playing. Now, a lot of times I'll take two of these guitars because we play in E and D a lot. I got one tuned in open D. That's the only way I can get my open chord or open notes. Now, that's why I like to take two with two different tunings. But I can play in any key on either guitar. Don't matter. I just have to move 3 steps, up or down, whichever one I'm going to. But now the frequencies, like I said, the standard frequency for the United States and London right now is 440 hertz. That's called hertz. And it's called A because A is A440. A is when you play an open note or open strings on your guitar. That's a type of an A. I don't know if you knew that. But anyway, and then your music starts off with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then, of course, you got flats and sharps, but you start over again. There's no H. Except England does have an H, I think I've heard. But anyway, and it would be nothing but an F sharp, I'm sure. But now, 432 hertz is the frequency of the rocks and the trees and the world. So it's supposed to be more pleasant, and it's got healing values is what I've heard. And if that's so, I've been hurting right in here, and I don't know what's wrong with me. It feels like I pulled a muscle or something. I'm going to play in that today and see if it'll heal me. And I'll let y'all know how that turns out. If that's true, I'm going to start having doctor visits and playing for sick folks and healing them with that 432 frequency, which would be wonderful. We'll just say that for another video, though. Anyway, I hope every one of y'all has a wonderful, wonderful week out there, and y'all be safe. We gonna warm back up. We at 38 this morning, but we supposed to hit 80 today. So I tell you, this weather down here in South Georgia, it goes from 30 to 80 like it saw a state patrol on the road right quick. You just don't ever know. Anyway, y'all be safe out there. Have a great week. I'm going to do a Wednesday show, so y'all come back, visit with me. If you ain't subscribed, go down there and hit the little red subscribe button. Catch up with you later, and I hope this helps somebody out there. Cut.